Hello there, this is Jason McComb from the Association of Vehicle Installers, and I'm here to look at a couple of new cameras from IRoad. So we've got the FX1 and the FX2. So we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing on the two so we can have a look at the differences between the FX1 and the FX2. Also going to have a look at a couple of options for connectivity as well. So let's look at the FX1 first of all. We'll get that unboxed and have a look. So we've got a nice QR code to start you off with so that you can put an app on your phone, and then you can also look at the tutorials. We'll have a look at those as well a bit later. Very simple quick start guide as well. So we'll have a look at the IRoad camera first of all, the FX1. Simple enough install, just goes straight on the windscreen, as you can see on that connector, on that adhesive plate there. It slides on and off. Oops, let's have a look. There you go, it slides on and off, so it makes it easy for it to be removed. I've already installed the SD card, but we'll have a look at the SD card. So there's your SD card there. So that slides into place. There we go. Got a couple of buttons on this side. You've got a Wi-Fi button, which also doubles up as a microphone off button. And then you've got the manual record button on this side here. On the other side, you've got a power button, an adjustable camera, so you can adjust the angle of attack for your camera and adjust your perspective. And then at the back of the camera, you've got a DC in, that's for your power. And then you've also got the Wi-Fi adapter. Very clever, I like that. I like the idea that you can also switch, and this allows you basically to remove the Wi-Fi adapter, so that if you're using this device for commercial reasons, you can take the Wi-Fi off so no one can actually then interfere with the camera. Another little step that stops people from interfering is there's also a security bracket, tamper-proof bracket, which allows you then to stick the device to the screen and stop it from being interfered with while it's being used. Couple of little lights on there. You've got a GPS, and you've also got a record light as well to indicate that the device is recording. Okay, so that's the simple enough. That's the IRoad FX1 there for you. Right, so we'll put that to one side. Actually, we'll leave that one out so that we can see the difference between the two. So there's the IRoad there, IRoad FX1. We'll bring out the FX2 and we can have a look at that. So you've got the same instruction manual, you've got a very similar instruction manual, because obviously this is for the FX2, and you've got your IRoad QR code as well. So looking at the differences between the two, the fundamental differences, as you can see, is that this one comes with an additional camera for rear use. So this goes on the rear screen. Now, you will see it flash up now. They also do, which is quite a clever idea, they also do a camera which can be fitted inside the vehicle. And you'll see that flash up now, which will allow you then to install that inside the cabin, so it can be used for a taxi cab or something similar to it, so that then you can have a front view, or even possibly a driver's view, or even a sort of rear passenger cab view. So yeah, quite a clever idea. And all that does is that then that rear camera then plugs into there. As you can see, that is the main difference between the two of them. The FX2 has the aperture for the rear camera. Other than that, a very similar couple of devices. In terms of power, I will show you this because they both come with a similar power adapter. And we'll just get that out. That's at the bottom. So you've got a power adapter here, so it allows you to hardwire it. There's your hardwire connection, and then you've also got your adapter for the rear camera, as you can see. So that's your rear camera adapter. Now, as well as this coming with the standard power connection, which allows you to hardwire the device, There's also a couple of adapters that IRoad make, and that's one for, so they've got OBD connectors as well. I'll just get one of them out, but you've got an OBD connector for electric vehicles, and then you've got the OBD connector for non-electric vehicles, and we'll have a look at this so you can see what it does. So basically it allows you to connect the IRoad straight to the OBD connection on the vehicle, and then you hardwire it. So that's your unboxing. We'll then move on to the install itself and have a look at that. So we're out with the vehicle now, and here it is, the IRoad FX2. We're going to just go and show you a quick overview of how it's all installed. Right then, now on this vehicle, we're going to put the rear camera at the bottom of the screen. So the rear camera will go around about there at the bottom, so it's still within the wiping range, but also we can then hide the cable in, and it will go into behind this plastic panel, down the pillar, and into, as you can see, into the grommet. So basically we're hiding all the cables so that we don't have any overhang off the camera cable and under, which is what I've seen before, where it goes in behind here. So it's actually going to look like it's part of the car. So once we thoroughly cleaned the glass, we've now installed the camera, and you can see that it's at the rear of the window in the right position. So you can see it's just there. So what we're going to do now is, as you can see, I've already fed the cable down, and it's gone down into down the channeling on the rear door into, and it's going to feed into this conduit here, and then down into the roof lining, and then we're going to go down into the rear side of the vehicle, avoiding all the curtain airbags as well, because there's curtain airbags that run alongside this side here. So the curtain airbags run alongside this vehicle here. Right, so we fed the cable up, it's gone down this panel here, now it's going into the grommet like you see, and then through the inside. And then what we're going to do is we're going to feed it through the roof lining, and then to the front camera. We've got all the wiring in, so all our power cables and everything are all in now. Last thing is to install the actual dash cam itself, and the key thing is positioning for this. I always say, if you're going to mount a dash cam, try and fit it behind the wing mirror if you can, or as near to the passenger side of the wing mirror, whilst keeping it in within the wipe of the keep it within the wipe. I don't know whether you can just about see this. You can see that the wipe line of the wiper is around about there. So I'm gonna put it around about there, like so. Most important thing you have to do though is, there's a couple of things. Make sure that you take the film off the camera lens. That's a really key thing, because otherwise all of your camera views, so I'm going to show you now, all of the camera views are going to show with that blue film on. So we just remove that film nice and gently. There we go. Right, and then the next thing to do is to make sure that you clean this glass thoroughly, because there's nothing worse than fitting it all in and then finding that your dash cam falls off because it hasn't been cleaned thoroughly enough. And then the next thing to do is to carefully remove the adhesive pad. And then all we're going to do is, as I say, mount the camera, get it nice and level in place like so. Plenty of pressure on that as well. If you're not sure, remove the camera and put some more pressure on that pad there. So it's solid. It's solid on the screen. And you can also check the other side of the screen to make sure that it's nice and solid on the screen as well. Once you've done that,
reapply the camera, and then if you look at the side of the camera, you can see that there's you can get an idea about the angle that you need to set up, because if you set the IRoad level, that gives you a rough idea of where you need to be with that camera. So in terms of the power, what we've done is we've routed it along the roof lining and then down the A-pillar, and then it comes down the side panel there. And then what we've done is we've taken the power from the fuse board onto adder fuses, and then we've earthed it to a local earth. And the final part of the install is then to just plug in the cables. So we've got that one in, then you've got the rear camera. So we'll just plug the rear camera in as well. So that's the rear camera in as well. Okay, the last thing to do then is to tidy up the cables and put them all nicely behind the roof line and stuff. People ask me what is the best type of way to do this. You could either do it as a little bit of conduit, which would go from there to there, or you could use some fleece tape, which is anti-vibrational. So there it is, there's the finished product there. It's as you can see, it's all connected in now, and we've covered the cable with fleece tape, and then that is to stop any vibration in the cable. So looking at the app, very easy to download once you've scanned the QR codes that come with the app. Connection was relatively easy, just like it is with any other dash cam, where you look for the Wi-Fi that's on the camera, you connect up, put the Wi-Fi code in, and then away you go. It then works through the app. You just connect, and then what you've got is you've got the live view, the recording list, and the settings. We're going to look at the recording list. So you can look at all the normal recording that it keeps as standard, looks at the event recording and the manual recording. Remember that the event and manual recording are kept. The normal gets overwritten, as it does with any of the other dashcam apps and dash cams that you've got out there. So there's a bit of footage that you can see from the recording list. Then you can look at live. The great thing at looking live view is you can check to see if you've got the camera where you want it on the dash and where you want it on the screen. You can look at the perspectives. You can also check your rear view as well, just by pressing the button on the bottom right hand corner. And then the settings, well, the settings menu is there. As I say, very easy to use on the whole. Didn't really cause me any problems with setup either. It was relatively easy to set up. Just going to show you some of the footage that's come from the front camera there. That was on an event recording, so it picked up a pothole in the road. And there's your rear view there. Thanks for watching.